Hi folks. I'd say morning folks like I usually do, but it's not quite morning anymore. We come out here to the winter allotment where we dropped them cattle off yesterday evening, last night, whatever you want to call it, and checked on them, made sure that they went up to the water. It's right over there, and they did real well. We didn't have to do anything with them, so we ran that tank and went for a little drive and seen a little bit of country, and everything's looking pretty good. There's 3 calves out here somewhere that should have come off of this last year or came over with some cattle that came back this year, but regardless, they need weaned. And over at the water, there's basically no form of corral anymore. I mean, I guess there's enough of a lead up standing to where you could sit on your butt under it and get out of the wind if you needed to, but that's it. So it's gonna be weaning by rope here today. We don't really know where they're at. It's not that big over here. There's only the one water, so we're gonna assume they're fairly close. Rosie's in the pickup behind me. He's just kind of gonna drive the pickup along, and if I see something that needs to go, I'm gonna haze it up to the road real easy, try and get as close to the trailer as I can justify before I stick a rope on it. Experienced guys will know that that's usually the smartest situation. If you rope something a long way from a trailer, it's a lot more work than just kind of pushing them easy towards the trailer, and we're roping it right there. So I got Luke again today. Yesterday was a pretty easy day. I mean, you've seen it. We basically just went for a trail ride. And these 3 calves, Rosie says they're pretty good sized. And Henry's, he would be able to do it for sure, but there's no sense in hurrying him. I'd like to get some more small stuff roped on him and just get a little bit more experience under him before I go asking him to do a project like this. So I don't know if we're even gonna find them today. It looks like big open flat country, but there's a lot of places that they can kind of disappear in, and you just kind of ride past them. Ollie was a little bit sore this morning, so he got a pain pill, anti-inflammatory pill, last night and this morning. He's ready to go again. I gotta head home tomorrow after we get done, so he'll go and get some rest after that, so decided to take him along with us today. But I'm just gonna ride out here real easy. I'm gonna try not to start these cattle moving if I don't need to. They're where they need to be. They don't need to go anywhere. I'm sure they will move once they see me a horseback, but I'm dang sure not gonna intentionally push them anywhere. But that's the plan for today. Just kind of have a look-see and take it as it comes. We got today and tomorrow to do this same thing, so you know, we'll get what we can today, and what we can't we'll try tomorrow. The main job for the week out here has been accomplished. We never did come across the cattle yesterday that I thought we might, so we'll, you know, do what we can here today, and on the way back by we'll see if we can see them, and kind of the same plan. We're going to take what opportunities we can get. Anyways, I'll involve you guys once it starts to get interesting. Well, I got down this first bunch of cattle and I don't see any calves with them, so I'm gonna go down and see what these cattle are here down on the flats. Try not to harass anything too bad that I don't need to. So, back on talking about what these cattle eat. If you look, there's a little white, short white sagebrush there. Kind of got a little blue. It's right in Luke's shadow there. There's another one above it there. It's called white sage. or winter fat. And the cattle do really, really well on that. It has a higher protein content than alfalfa hay. And that's why this makes such a good winter range over here. Is you can see it's kind of dotted through this brush over here. To the south of it, on the neighbor's allotment, is huge stands of that white sage. Really cool to see it doing so well. It's not doing so well on this particular allotment because this allotment's kind of rejuvenating itself. It was horribly, horribly overgrazed by wild horses, feral horses in the past. I don't know how long they've been off it or how many that were on it, but from the stories I hear from the people around here that I've been talking to this week, it was, I mean, it was hammered real bad. So you can see this little patch here. You got some Indian rice grass, that's the little yellow grass, and then some real baby white sage plants. They don't grow very fast. It takes a long time for them to get established. But maybe this whole flat here kind of starting to look like it's a good white sage stand, and that's just excellent to see. That's super good feed. You know, they'll get their protein from that and the dry matter and stuff from the other brushes, and it don't look like much to somebody that hasn't seen cattle eating it, but it looks like good winter range to me. Like I said a few minutes ago, we're just going to go down and check through this little bunch of cows down here on this flat. If there's anything interesting, we'll make sure and show it to you guys. Well, no calves here. I thought that one in the back there just turned and looked at us. I thought that might be one of the calves, but she's bangs. She's a replacement heifer. So I'm gonna just head towards the water and see what I see. Well, I rode through another bunch of cattle on the way back to the water here. It's just over the hill. Nothing I saw was what we're looking for. That's how it goes sometimes. I don't want to harass anything on that side of the water because they're wanting to drift that way to be real back because of the wind, and I don't want them at that end of this allotment. So I tried, of course, not to stir anything up and get them drifting too much on the upwind side of the water. I'm gonna peek over the hill here, right here at the water, and see if maybe one of them moved into here since we started the well. A bunch of cattle here. What do you think, Luke? I don't think there's anything here to harass, buddy. Anyways, I'm gonna go up here and look through these and see what's here. Get a closer look at them all. Doesn't look like there's anything that I want here. Right on this side of them, though, that way I don't push them off that water. Well, didn't see any of them there. Kind of not worth trotting all over and checking every nook and cranny and wearing a horse out just to go look at stuff, because we're going to come back tomorrow, check this water hole again, see the majority of the cattle that are here again tomorrow. Odds are there'd be something here tomorrow. I'm going to head back to the pickup. Rosie's rolling my way. He's going to meet me up the main road here. I think we'll head over towards the love tub and see if we can find those cattle that I didn't find yesterday that I expected to come across. Hopefully we'll be a little bit more productive there. Don't like getting skunked. All right, well, that's the plan. We're gonna go check out the love tub and see what's happening there. Come here. Ollie. Come on, buddy. Good boy. Alrighty, guys, we'll catch you over towards the love tub. Alright, we're on the road getting to the love tub here, and I see a bunch of cattle at the base of it. It's that little knob right about there. You guys remember from yesterday? They're right around where that jag was in the fence that we kind of pushed it past. So I think Rosie and I think we might get something out of this bunch. We'll see you guys there. Okay, so we're not at the love tub right now. We're just down the power line road from it, but I don't imagine these girls are going to be too cordial when we show up, so I'm going to put Luke's bridle on right now and tighten his cinch. That way all we got to do when we get to them is jump Luke out of the trailer and go to them girls. Might save us a couple 100 yards of running a calf down. Good boy, Luke. And this side's tight already. I'm gonna take this on your offside, bud. No, Luke knows the game. He's done this before. He's good about it. You tighten the old cinch on Luke here tight enough to rope off of, and he he knows what's coming. So I'm gonna take that. The way I set my bridle reins when I do this, I set them over my horn, and then I'll put 2 half hitches with my get down like that, and that'll stop. Most of the time it stops my rope from, or my bridle reins from falling in the trailer here. So, all right, Luke, we'll see you in a minute. We'll go rope us one. No, stay there, bud. No, not yet. Ollie! Come on, bud. Okay. All right, guys, this door is loud. I'm not gonna slam it in your faces. I'll see you when we get there. Okay, so we're still getting to him here. We did a little bit of scheming and decided that if there's more than 1 or 2 calves here, more than what I can get roped and tied down without losing a bunch of them and scattering them all across the desert, that we're just gonna turn around and leave, and we'll come back tomorrow and get them and trail them to the grub where we sorted the very first day out here, and we'll make our cuts and stuff, and we'll haul them each way. It looked to be between 12 and 15 head here, so kind of not going to surprise me if it is bigger than what we decide to deal with right now. But we'll let you guys know when we get up there. All right. I don't seem to be in too big of a hurry, so I'm not going to act like I'm excited about them. I'm going to jerk my rope down though. That way, if we decide to take what's here, we can kind of be efficient about it. Three, looks like 4 wieners. Yeah, I'm gonna leave them. We're gonna get them tomorrow. That way I don't blow them out of the country. We'll take them from here tomorrow to the grub, and we'll load them there at the grub. I don't have enough daylight to get there from right now. So if it had been 1 or 2 calves, I'd have done it, but I'm pretty sure I saw 4 that need weaned, and I wouldn't be able to. I mean, I'd be able to get them all roped and tied down, yes, but I'd have the cattle so scattered that we wouldn't be able to get them gathered back up and get it what we need to the winter range and stuff like that. So I'm gonna just let it be for now, and we'll get them tomorrow. Okay guys, I know typically I've done like 1 episode per day, and the day a couple days ago we shipped out of the Santa Fe there, And then we didn't find anything in the afternoon when we went out, so there wasn't much footage there. And of course there's not much footage today because I haven't found nothing except for this bunch, and I'd rather get the whole bunch weaned and hauled tomorrow versus scatter everything and just get a couple calves weaned today. So probably what I'm gonna do is I'll probably combine a few days to make decent episodes for you guys. So when I'm giving this spiel, you've probably already seen that I've combined the past couple days. And I'm gonna throw Luke in the trailer here, and then I'll catch you guys tomorrow, which will actually be here in a few minutes, or a couple seconds, I guess, in the video world. So, alrighty, Luke. Come on, Ollie. Alright, guys. Catch you in a flash. And just like that, it's tomorrow, and we got Henry. Allison's gonna ride with us, and we seen him cattle just to the north of the Love Tub here, so we're gonna sneak around and start them towards the grub there. Hi, Henry. So, all right, well, there's the girls. Henry sees him. He's all business now. Oh, buddy. If we go up that way far enough, we'll hit the fence, right? No.
Long ways.
Yeah, we gotta kind of bend them over towards.
Yeah. I think we go north for a little bit, but not all the way.
Yeah, maybe we'll let him get the steam out, just headed north.
And like bunch up and then.
Yeah.
As long as they don't go that way.
Yeah. For the YouTube world, I will try and edit out as much wind noise as I can, but no guarantees. So, it's probably going to be fairly windy today.
Only a little.
Alright, not too far into the day here. Kind of just got these cattle pointed general direction towards where we're going. If we keep going the way we're going, we'll hit the road and we'll just take them up the road to the pond. And of course the grubs just up that meadow from the pond, so hopefully these girls stay trailed out real good and don't give us too much problems. They're strung out far, but nobody's trying to break and run and be ignorant about it, so it's going good so far. Okay, Allison's gonna take that side where I was at. We got a little bunch out there ways, but I'm gonna kind of let these cattle move on a bit, because they're going right where we need them to, and we don't. If I trot out that way after those cows real hard, it's going to blow these that way, and that's opposite of where we want to go. So I'm just going to kind of go really easy out that way and let Allison get a start to make sure that if those cows do try and blow, she can be ahead of them. Chess match out here. It's not a fist fight, it's a chess match. You got to try and think a couple moves ahead sometimes. Alright, we got to this little bunch of cows. Need to try and get them headed north, but I don't want to blow them apart or send them too hard or anything like that. They're wanting to head west pretty hard, so I'm kind of going to use the road as my hard line. Try and keep them on this side of the road. like that'll work for right now. Seem to be going the right way. The idea is that we'll kind of meet up at the pond. Hopefully nothing tries to give Allison the slip over there. Those cattle split into a lead bunch and a drag. They got a pretty good gap between them, which is not necessarily a problem. They're still trailing the right way, but if that lead bunch tries to split real hard, it's going to put a pretty good run on Allison. So, hopefully these girls will just trail towards the water nice and easy, and we'll all just meet up there without any excitement. That would be good. Okay, kind of trying to put this little bunch of cows in that back bunch of cows, but they're wanting to kind of take a trot up there. The lead bunch is still going where we need to. Allison's right over there behind that little bunch of cows. Everything's going good, nice and calm. Like I said, we're just working the chessboard here, making sure that we don't set ourselves up to get slam dunked or something if they try and blow apart. Just headed right over there is the pond. This little bunch of cows here was watering at the pond, so they're probably gonna head that way pretty easy, it seems like. The cattle we picked up earlier were probably watering there at the love tub. There's a little tiny trickle of water that comes out there. But these cows know where the water's at, and our path is basically just water hole to water hole. So it makes it easy when they kind of want to go where you want them to go. A lot easier than fighting them. And the reason we're taking all these to the grub corrals where we worked the first day is so we can wean these calves that need weaned, sort out the bar ends from the TCs again, and then we'll just gooseneck the cattle to where they go instead of pushing clear across the desert again. I'm not sure how far we'll get in that plan today. We might just get the calves weaned and I'll go home, and Rosie and Allison will get the goosenecking done. It'll work pretty good either way. Maybe we'll get a little bit of it done today. Maybe we'll get all of it done today. I don't know. But that's kind of the main plan for right now. Try not to face this wind too much. It's cold enough it makes your sinuses sore when you ride into it for very long. So Rosie's seen what Allison rather, has seen kind of what I've been doing here, and that lead bunch looks like they've stopped right there, and that's a good thing, you know. Let us close these distances up a little bit. Just about got these two made into one bunch. Pretty close here. Looks like Allison might be headed out that way to make sure that that other bunch doesn't try and blow out on us. If my bunch will stop right here, I'm gonna just sit here and let this bunch catch up, and that'd be just right. Anybody that's gathered big country knows that the remnants are usually harder to deal with, I guess you could say it that way, where the first couple bunches that come in, the big bunches, they usually just go right in, not much of a problem. And the remnants, you kind of got to outthink them. We got that little black brockle face calf up there. Allison told me they had a black brockle face calf earlier that just flat didn't stay in the trap. Picked a spot in the fence and went through it. The cow followed him, bellowing at him to quit. You know, the cow was trying to do the right thing. She knew what was expected of her. And this little black brockle face we got here has kind of been a little squirrely acting, so I'm wondering if it's not the same calf. Hopefully he doesn't cause any problems. We'll find out soon enough. Okay, we got these bunches put together and the leads are just up there by the road by the pond. I'm gonna assume that they'll kind of whoa up at the pond for just a minute. If not, they're probably gonna head straight towards grub. So that's where we need them to go anyways. We're not too concerned really about what the leads are doing. They're acting pretty trotty up there, but if we have to, we can make a run out across the desert and get around them if they really split the wrong direction up there or something. But they haven't tried yet, so we're gonna give them the benefit of the doubt and think that they won't. We're just gonna keep these girls moving. The drag's wanting to be a little bit lazy here. So I see a bunch of cattle at that water hole peeking over the hill looking this way. Almost like they're waiting on us to catch up to them. Allison must know something here. I don't, because she's going to run over there and stop them. Oh. I'll just keep bringing these. Must not be a gate down the fence that way. That's real handy about knowing your country, is to be able to make a move like that. And that's just a product of I don't know this country that well, so I'll just bring these for her and make sure they don't blow out this way now. Gonna try and hurry these along a little bit here. Yeah, calf's giving her a pretty good run out that way. That must be her brockle face calf that's had her number, giving her such hell. She'll get ahead of them though. She's a good hen. I'm just gonna make sure these don't get lost. Find some high ground here. See what's going on. It's okay, that brockle face, he'll show up. He'll get roped. Hey girls. I seen that. Don't worry, I got faith in you. You'll get a rope on him here shortly. Once you cut off, I thought she must know something I don't right here.
Well, they were taking the that way.
Oh yeah.
Wouldn't go that way, but
Yeah. Right. As long as they didn't miss this next gate, we got him pretty easy then. Would the Bronco face and his mother take off again? Yeah, you guys will get him. Yeah. She said she tried to send her dog ahead of him, but she couldn't see him. Hopefully they went through the gate and they're not stringing out down the fence on the wrong side. I mean, I guess if they are, we just take them down the outside of the fence. Wish I didn't have to go home tonight. It'd be kind of fun hunting that Bronco face down. Is there something that went down the outside the fence, it looked like? Well, I thought I saw something going down the outside of the fence here. Did they? Yeah, I thought I saw there is something outside the fence up below that yellow. Do you want to take the ones that go through the gate and I'll take them through the gate by the motor? Yeah. Okay. I'll make sure these all go through for you. Everybody else has been trailing pretty good. Yep. Yeah, that little bunch I picked up by the road there had this Bronco face calf, and when I first got there, he was acting kind of squirrely, and I thought maybe that was him, but apparently not. That's okay, it'll feel good when you rope him. Okay, I'm gonna go up this way with this pair that went on the outside of the fence here and put them through the gate up by that old motor. Probably be ahead of Allison, but it is what it is. Boy, just Henry, I asked you. You need to mind. Bump on your face, buddy. It's not a suggestion. Just since the last little camera shot there, the wind changed, and now it's blowing out of the north. And it's got quite the sting to it all of a sudden. Got a storm rolling in. I'm hoping to beat it, and that way the pass near Austin, Nevada isn't too icy and miserable tonight. Driving a truck and trailer over an icy pass is never fun. Listen, I got to see better ones for you. All right, we got caught up to the lead pair that's outside the fence. It's only them two, but it was a pretty good run up here. All these tongues hanging a little bit now. Henry's got a little bit of a sweat on him. I'm sweating a little bit, and they're still wanting to run off. I'm just trying to slow them up. I don't want to get ahead of them to get to my gate to open it, because if I get ahead of them that bad, I'll probably blow them out the other way, and it'll be a bigger run. So I'm gonna wait until I'm right at the gate before I cut them off. You know, if they'll just slow to a walk, it'd be great, but I doubt it. I had to change the battery in the camera, breaking the brush at a pretty good high trot. That's not quite as easy as one would think, because if you drop something out here, you're probably not gonna find it. You gotta be really diligent with what you're doing with your hands when you do that. I tried not to have to, but I didn't have a choice there, because I wanted to make sure that I could film getting that gate and through that gate, because I imagine it's gonna be kind of interesting. If they're just gonna whoa up here and stare at me, man, I'm gonna let them. Let Henry breathe, let Ollie breathe. Shoot, I'm kind of sucking wind a little bit. Try not to have to cover ground like that, but sometimes you do. Calves walking off again. A lot of times, seems like with these cattle, the calves are wilder than the cows. Say they've stopped and they're just staring at me. It's kind of my move, but I'm gonna let them decide that maybe I'm not after them necessarily. Hopefully that calf will just relax and walk up that fence. Pretty high-headed. I hope Allison's not having too much trouble there in the back. She's got her dog though, so that definitely helps. Anyways, I'm just gonna have a staring contest here with this calf and let him think that maybe I'm not out to eat him. Okay, we're moving out here. We were going pretty easy with that. They're gonna trot off again. Boy, they like to go. Give them that. Just wearing themselves out. Okay, the cow just went through a gate or a hole in the fence or something. I'm gonna just stop right here and see if that calf will turn back and follow her. He hasn't even realized she left yet. Now he just did. He's staring at her. He's turned. He's through the gate now. I'm gonna go that way. I can't see where Allison's at because she's over that bluff a little bit. But I'm gonna see. I'm just gonna stay off. I'm just gonna sit here. I can see Allison coming now. She's got the drags there. I'm gonna stay off of these leads up here and see if this cow will join in with the rest of them. Maybe slow down a bit. I believe we're at the cross fence well, we are at the cross fence in the meadow where I opened the gate for that bunch when we took them across 2 days ago. The gate's still open. This cow might turn up and head that way, but she's in the fences as long as she stays in the fences. You guys have seen how these cattle can be about fences. I need to go through that hole, but if I go through there ahead of anything, it's just going to cause problems. Allison's straight out that way, working drags with her dog. Everything's looking pretty good back there. Okay, I'm gonna try and walk up here easy. Not sure if she went through the gate or past it. I think she went past it. He might be going. They might be going through that gate. I don't remember exactly where it's at relative to that brush line. But the other leads, the lead group there, is just walking to it now. They're walking through the gate right now. So she went through the gate the way she needs to. She's with that bunch. Hopefully she'll walk just like that now, and hopefully she was just losing her mind because she got split off by this fence. Anyways, I'm gonna sneak up through here. I'm gonna try and go through the hole she went through. If it's a gate, I'll be able to go right through it, but if it's a tangle of wire she jumped over, well, I'm not gonna ask my horse to cross it. You don't need to get caught up in wire. So, but they're in the fence now. I'm gonna assume that Rosie's got to the trap up there at Grub and that he's opened the gate for us. He's pretty good about that. Alright, it's just a gate here that's been open. So, I'm gonna go join up with Allison here. One thing to think about, Allison's working that little bunch with her dogs. And I won't be able to send Ollie from right here to help because he can't see over this brush. He don't even know there's cattle in front of us yet. So when I first got him, he's my first working dog, and it took me a long time to realize that he doesn't have the same perspective as I do. And if you've watched the video where I put the camera on him, it shows it really plain. But he don't see over this taller brush a lot of times, so he'll go blind for me and he'll go looking, but it's not worth trying to send him. Alright, so Rosie's got hers going, or Allison's got hers going through the gate we need them for. Ollie, pay attention. I didn't know there was a gate here outside the other side of this, so that's where ours went. So now I need to go try and find them. So I'm gonna go back on the hunt, I guess. They're up here headed out, so I'm gonna get around them, turn them around. Not making it easy now. Oh, girls, you're doing this the hard way. I'm gonna just try and bump them that way easy. Hopefully we can slow things down here a little bit. Well, they're behaving themselves right now. Man, that would have really panicked me when I was starting to cowboy on the outside outfits like this, because man, I thought if you couldn't see them, they were getting away. That's why my favorite saying is there's an ocean on either side, they're not going to get away. Sometimes you just got to make another little trot to get ahead of them again. Sometimes you lose them for the day or a couple days or a week or whatever, but sometimes you even get them the next spring, but they don't get away. I mean, there's always an exception to that rule. One outfit I worked for had some remnant steers from Hawaii up in some really timbered up country, and when I was there, those steers were 8 years old, and there was 3 of them. I saw them once, and I swear they disappeared into a solid rock wall. I tried them, and they split, and I kept trying them, and finally it got to where I couldn't even find one of them. So every now and then they do get away all the way, but generally speaking, it's not worth panicking about. Just figure out which way they're going to go and start a circle around them, get ahead of them. This getting out here with them is just a product of me not knowing the fences and the gates out here. It's not a big deal, it happens. So we'll just keep trailing these towards the grub, and we'll come in a gate we didn't plan to. No big deal. Okay, I just called Rosie. He's at the trap. Told him I was going to be coming in the back door with some of these. So he's going to have both sides of the trap open. I'm not sure who's going to get there first, me or Allison. But if I get there first, we'll get these in. Get our side of the trap shut. If not, they'll do the same, just the other way. Rosie and Allison are really good to work with. Super happy Allison rode with me today. This would have been a wreck by myself. But it's gathering remnants, it's how it goes. You know, if I'd have tried this by myself and just got this little bunch, well, that would have been a victory for the day. So, double the cowboy power, double what we'll get in there. A good thing for sure. Okay, you can see Allison and her bunch right there, and this bunch is kind of starting to get a little uncomfortable with the situation, so it might get a little interesting up here. There might be another gate, they might fall right in and join those. I don't know. We might have to go around the back door like we did that first day with that one set that was outside the fence. I don't know how this is going to play out, but I'm here. I'm along for the ride. It's a good day. That wind is getting colder by the minute. Try and get these girls in the corral, get the calves sorted off, haul, load Luke up, load Henry up, head for home. Try and beat the storm to Austin Summit. We'll see what happens. I am gonna try and keep this bunch kind of close together. Trying to add a little bit of pressure just to these back cows like that. Yep, good, good. The corrals are just right over this little knoll. So hopefully this works and doesn't turn into a scatter. Ollie, get back. But we'll see. As trotty as these girls are being, I think it's going to be the best this time just to try and keep them slow so they don't run off blind. Sometimes it's good to trot them into a trap. Not very often. Most of the times it's best to go slow. But I think I'm a little bit ahead of Allison there. She's having to work pretty hard with her dog over there to keep her bunch coming in together. Hopefully that'll buy me enough time to get these in, contained, and then maybe I'll have enough time to go over and help her. I hope I will. But bit. It's a balance right now between trotting to stay in a position where I can turn them or slow them or whatever I need to do, but not hurrying them either. Get them through this gate. Nope, she wants to pass it. Some of them went through. Hopefully she'll turn around. She's got a habit of passing gates. That's the same one that passed the gate on the far side. Okay, we got to get this black calf through there. Now he's going to turn around and look at it. Good. Okay. She's going to try and take off away from these corrals. Henry, you watch where your feet are. It sure help. Badger holes have killed many cowboys. Inexperienced horse with some cow in him. He wants to watch the cow so bad he doesn't watch where he's putting his feet. Can't complain at all about him wanting to watch cows. The experience will teach him to watch where he's putting his feet. So, try and stay wide around these girls. Rosie's got the truck parked. I think he's made a wing for me. I'm gonna have to go out this way. Stay around them. Watch out for wire and crap out here. Oh, he's just backed up to load and shoot. Hopefully they'll want to join up with them cows. They're going to walk right in the trap to do it. Henry, watch where your feet are. Okay, I'm going to stop right here. Let him get through the gate and I'll go up and shut it. Hopefully they'll fall down towards the bottom end of the trap. Rosie's hiding from the wind in the pickup. I don't blame him, I would too. Okay, I'm gonna shut this gate. I'll see you guys in a minute. You got that truck nice and warm? Oh, you're my hero. I'll see you in a minute. We're gonna bring them all the way up. I'm not giving these girls a chance. Yep. Rosie says he's got lunch warm on the dash for us. Come on, girls. I've been this close before and lost. You know, over till they're in the trailer sometimes. I kind of want to tease you about getting mine here first, but with the path I took, I don't think it counts. So it's just taking right up into the corrals. I was gonna step off and shut that, but they're going. I'm gonna just keep with them. Well, that'll work. We're gonna eat some lunch. See you guys after that. Okay, the first plan is we're gonna put them in the round pen and peel the cows off. We'll see if it works or not. Talking to the camera. Allison's like, I know the plan already. Hey girls. On girls. I think that littlest calf's there. Leave him back, you think? They'll want him?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, I'll try and roll cows to you, I guess, huh? You are a problem child. Hey, sister. For anybody wondering, the wind didn't get any warmer while we ate lunch. I think it got colder. Easy, kids. That red calf's not scared to try you. You don't really respect a horse much. Come on, kids. Really, girls? She's had enough. Hey, cabbies. Kick that heifer out too, huh? Makes sense to me. Hey, girls. Use your brains. Nice stop. Calves, calm down, calves. Perfect.
Heifer with the white neck.
She thinks she goes too? She's not banged. Or if she is, she lost her clip.
It's okay. Keep being no back cow. We just go ahead and kick her out with the cow.
10-4.
Throat ladder.
This will be where we lose them all.
If it works, if not, we'll take her with the calf.
Yeah.
Really? Try it again there, big girl. You go have a good life as a cow. You don't want to be a feeder heifer. Oh, that red horned calf is a pain. That's the calf that gave us a big run up that fence and all that. That'll work. Perfect. Maybe we don't want her as a replacement. Quit flipping your nose, Henry. Out. Get out. What are you doing in there? Get out. Get out. Ollie, out. Last thing we need is a dog right in the way of the loading the trailer. Okay, lay down right there. Good boy. Down. Thank you. And they'll be easy to get a horseback.
Okay, I'm gonna rebuild this fucking round corral with steel posts to hold it up and cables. And then right here, leave it the same way, but fucking 2 overheads and 2 good swing gates to go in there.
Nice.
Maybe a new steel loadout, but since the rails work, look at me rolling.
And I have a flag.
Oh my goodness.
Just let me know, sir.
He says that's not as scary as rattle paddles.
You'll get to go, Henry. You know, I think, bud, let me look, but
Gate him.
yeah, if you ride over there and untie that blue thing, sleep to that gate, I think we can just take both legs.
Good thing I know my colors.
Hey, I know you've been practicing. You got a baby girl.
I got flashcards.
You got a baby girl. I know you've been practicing your colors. You're gonna be a good heifer. I like you. Ain't no slim latch, only a high latch around here.
Yep.
Cows up in the round corral?
Yes, please.
Okay.
And these up in the, I mean, you guys can pull across the panels and close them if you want to, but at least locked up in the round ground probably does.
Yeah, the round crowd's probably the best option there. You'll win, Rosie. Don't weaken. Maybe we should shut this real quick.
Oh, yeah.
Spill all these.
And once we get up in here,
fold it around, okay. I don't know if the camera can see what I'm doing, but it's not terribly interesting. It's just some smooth wire making a latch here. Whew, make you dizzy. Okay, Ollie, come here. You might help with this part. Come here. Probably not, but maybe. It'd be a show of force. Everybody wonders why sometimes cows don't want to go in a corral, and if that doesn't answer it right there, I don't know how to show it much simpler. I guess if I knew somebody was going to take my kid, I wouldn't want to go in a corral either. Part of being a cow, though. Yeah. Yeah, cow gets pulled down real hard. Yep, but she might be old, big calf, probably bred back. Short tails. She's been naughty at some point or another. But she'll go over to that winter range, and like I was telling you guys yesterday, that white sage, it'll fatten her right up. She'll look pretty good come springtime. Tell you what, take Henry and I'll work both panels. How are you getting your horse out?
Well, we can close that gate first, and then I can go through there, and then we can close the panel trap.
Gotcha. Come here, Ollie. Step up, Henry. We'll put these panels across both gates here and give them twice the problems to get out if they so try. There's a tie wire right there. Alright guys, we're gonna haul these calves back, drop them off at the feedlot. I'm gonna load Luke and Henry and head home. Rosie and Allison's gonna come get the rest of these cows, get them split apart into the areas they need to go. Been a fun week out here. Ollie's ready to go home. I'm cold, I'm ready to go home. Thanks for watching. Make sure and leave any questions or comments down below, and we'll see you guys on the next one.